All right, so today we are going to talk about this mosquito killing bat, which is a very common household item to kill the mosquitoes, right? And this bat is about half a meter long. So here you see the construction. There are three layers of net. This is the back side, this is the, let's say, front side, and in between you have a metal layer. So there are three metal layers. This is top, this is bottom, and in between them there is a very thin metal layer inside it. So here you can see there are two switches actually. So one is for on and off, and here is the button or switch for kill. So when you switch it on, you have two lights here, and I have switched it on by placing it up position, and then when I press the button, it starts killing the mosquitoes. It's like you have to take the bat and hit the mosquito whenever you find it, and the light is on, it means it is ready to kill the mosquitoes when you do so actually. So, and if you press this button like this, and on the surface, when there is a mosquito that gets trapped in the net of metals, there is a sparkling sound. That means your mosquito is getting killed or got killed. So how this works? So there is a principle of electricity actually. Inside this bat there is a PC board, there is a rechargeable battery, and accordingly you charge the capacitor, and when the capacitor is charged across its two leads, the mosquito gets trapped here. And whenever the mosquito gets trapped, the capacitor and its two leads, the capacitor is fully charged, and the mosquito in between those 2 points, which is the open circuit voltage, because of the mosquito the circuit gets closed. Okay, I said that there is a bottom coil and there is a top coil, and in between there is a coil. So whenever there is a mosquito, the circuit gets closed, the current of about 5 milliampere flows through the mosquito's body, and therefore it helps it to make the mosquito fall down or even kill it. And so that's the basic principle. So it's the capacitance charging. Okay, so you see there is a plug given by the vendors to charge the battery, rechargeable battery. You just plug in your cable here, right here, and then put the other end to the AC socket in your house, and then how this is how the battery will charge. Now before some time I just said, when you switch it on, like making this switch in the up position, and then when it is in the down position and if you hit the kill button, there is no light, there is no the bat is not on. But when you put it up and then you press, there is a mosquito. Okay, now it is not going to make the sound actually unless there is a mosquito present on the net, because by pressing this button the capacitor gets charged, and you have essentially an open circuit voltage across the top plate and the bottom plate. Okay, so that open circuit voltage doesn't draw any current unless you have a short, which is a mosquito in getting trapped between these two metal nets. But now I have one problem here. Before I explain that problem, so I forgot to tell you, whenever there is a, you press this button, the mosquito is in the nets, there is a circuit close, current of about 5 milliampere, which is a shock to the mosquito, is enough to kill it. If we touch it, we might feel a very minor amount of shock, but that's not dangerous to us, but still it is advisable not to touch the net. And when the mosquito is getting killed, there is a big sparkling sound through the bat. Okay, so there are two conditions when the sound can come: when you have the actual mosquito killing going on, or if this bottom and the top nets are shorted to each other by means of, let's say, hitting the bat on the floor or something, you got these nets bent and they can short each other. So whenever you then press this button, there is a sound coming again, a sparkling sound, even when there is no mosquito. So how to fix that? You can just take the screwdriver and see the sparkling spot where the sound and spark coming, and then accordingly just fix it. Make sure that the top one and the bottom one and the middle nets, they are not shorted to each other, okay? Just to avoid unnecessary sound. But now the problem here is my bat is not making sound when I press this button, so which is good because it tells me there is no short between the nets when there is no mosquito. But the situation now is different. When I press this button and try to kill the mosquito, actually when the mosquito is present, especially in the evening time, when I trap the mosquito inside these nets, the mosquito is getting caught, but there is no sparkling and no sound coming through the bat. So there is some malfunctioning of the circuit or PCB or the capacitance charging circuit present inside the battery. There is some problem. So either the battery is exhausted so that it is not charging properly, so when I use the kill button and trap the mosquito, it's perhaps not creating enough shock to the mosquitoes, so I'm not able to kill them effectively. So how to fix that? So I'm going to open this bat now. There are 5 screws here. You see there, 1 2 3 4 5. So I'm going to open them all and see what's inside. So let's check that out. Okay, so as you can see, I have just opened up all the screws here, and we are going to open the top section from this bat and see what's inside. Actually, is quite interesting. So here we see we have this PC board right here, quite interesting, and there is this circuit is a positive wire connection, there is this black wire connection actually, and step by step we can inspect all the parts, and all these wires are going inside the battery. So it seems the light is getting on when we press the button, so there is no issue with that, right? There is this part right here. These are the two switches that we just used, and this is this PCB. As you can see that these two wires are coming from the battery, so there is no problem with the connections actually. We have suspected that the battery is maybe degraded because there is no sparking, and the sound comes in when you hit the mosquito and it gets trapped. So there is a problem with the battery, and what we do now, we just flip it and we'll try to open this from this part of the section. So we'll just try to fix it. So you actually can see that this part is fixed right here, so we need to open this screw because so here is your AC connection. That AC 230-volt AC 50 hertz mains comes in, and that goes to this PC board, and these red and black wires are connected at this point and at this point on the PC board, and then these connections are going inside the bat. Okay, so let us try to open this or release this PC board which is connected through this screw. So we need to open this. Okay, this is the only screw seams here, so let's open that. So I have opened it up, and now let's flip this PCB. Let's take it out, see is there anything inside, or is still fixed by some other parts, or no, is there any fixation here? Is it fixed by other means, or is it glued? So we can see that, right? So no, I have managed to flip it and open it actually. So we'll see now what's there. All these parts So what you can see, there is this transformer. Okay, there is this big capacitor, this is also big capacitor. These are the two lights that we talked about. Okay, there are four diodes, so it's a kind of rectifier circuit, rectifier. And then there is this switch, which is actually we are using it, right? So if we actually see that, and then there are some other diodes here and some connections. Okay, so let's go one by one. Alright, so what options are available for you for this battery is to just remove these two red and black points here and have its replacement from the market, and that may cost you like a dollar or two, but I think in $3 you can get a new bat altogether. So it's not a wise decision unless you want to do to replace the battery and again check your circuit for an exercise. It's okay if you want to learn. And this is the transformer, these are the capacitors. Here also I'm not going to touch any part of this board because the battery is connected and the capacitor may be charged, so it is a possibility of creating a short, the shock there, which I don't want. And then these are the positions there, so all things are there. So here you can see that there are other diodes. There is a capacitor here, also four diodes. So here is a clearly a rectifier and the filter that converts your AC to the DC, and then your this is DC step down or step up transformer. Actually you can tell in the comment section what is it doing, stepping up the voltage or stepping down. I think it is stepping down, so that then the discharge capacitor gets charged across its 2 points. That's the voltage created across the bat, that's the open circuit voltage. And when the mosquito traps gets trapped in the metal plates, which are the two electrodes, there is a short circuit created, the current flows about 5 milliamps, that makes it fall down, or that makes it killing the mosquito. So I hope this video was useful for you. Let me know what you do. I'm not going to uh, go into the task of replacing this battery. Of course I'll have to find the shops which has this particular battery, and then I don't have a soldering machine right now here also, so obviously it's gonna be a tedious job for me. Rather I would prefer to just buy another new bat, which in a few dollar, $2 or $3 maximum, not so expensive but the cheaper one. And of course but this was good for all of us to inspect what's inside, how the working principle of this bat is, how it works, what are the components and the devices inside. And mainly we learned how to troubleshoot the situation and the problem. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, click the like button, put some comment, share it with, share this video with others, and click subscribe button. Stay tuned for more engaging contents like this. Till then, wish you happy learning.